What's up, freaks and geeks? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you guys. I hope it's a good one. How are you guys doing? Happy New Year. 2 weeks into it. This is our first stream of 2022. I hope it has been good to you guys so far. We're finally ready to stream. We were going to stream at the beginning of the year, obviously, but was not feeling too hot. And it's kind of hard to stream when you don't have a voice. So, no stream. But we are feeling better. We're ready to go. We're back into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for some shiny hunting. I've also got the video that we've been working on. It should be coming out this week. My goal is Tuesday. There's not much left to do. I just had to do the voiceover my voice is fully back now. So tomorrow before work, I'll be recording that, adding it into the video, exporting it all. Should be ready to go Tuesday, Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. And then I've been working on some recordings as well for some other stuff for the OCD-Dex challenge. And then Legends Arceus is sneaking up on us pretty quick. Legends is in like a week or two. So hopefully we can get this shiny before that game comes out. The 28th. Yeah, 2 weeks. One thing that's really nice is Legends Arceus is only a single version. We don't have to buy 2 copies of it. But the OCD-Dex challenge itself is going to be pre-recorded YouTube stuff. So the live streams is shiny hunting and new games and things like that. So Legends Arceus will be streaming, which will be a lot of fun because there's only a handful of new Pokemon forms and stuff like that. So we'll be streaming that game when it comes out on the 28th. So we got 12 days until then. So might make a weekend out of it. I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun. I got to get ready for work in the morning, so I won't be able to watch much. That's okay. Hopefully we catch the shiny today and I'll wake you up. So if you hear yelling, we found it. That's usually how it goes. But yeah, I'm really excited for Legends Arceus. I actually haven't been watching too many of the videos that have been coming out, just because I kind of want to go into it not knowing much about actual gameplay. I've seen, I think all of the new Pokemon and the new forms and stuff coming, so I'm excited for that. I have to keep an eye on that, obviously, because I got to update the counts, but the game itself isn't out, so until we have a confirmed number, I'm not going to update the OCD-Dex, and then we'll play it on stream, and then I'll make a video about what comes, and I'll have to drop out early as well, but I got a couple hours, so it's okay. Today's probably going to be a short stream as well, because I've got homework to do tomorrow, and I got to finish the edits, and I really want to get this video out that I've been talking about for like 3 weeks now, so, but I haven't streamed all year, so I wanted to get on for a couple of hours, try to find the shiny. We'll probably go for like 2.5 hours the most, to be 100% honest. Not a super long stream. I wanted to start earlier, but I needed to finish up some chores. I needed to actually like take a shower, clean myself, shave. I looked homeless before this, so you're welcome. So yeah, probably 2.5 hours for the stream. So about 11:30 we'll be wrapping up. So that being said, let's go ahead and start jumping into it so we can start playing some games. So let's jump on over to the screen. The Switch is about to fall asleep. I almost forgot to switch back to Diamond. I had Sword in here. I was updating the Pokemon Home, so everything's up to date. Been playing some Gen 1 on Aedifex 2. You guys can't see when I'm recording because I don't have any friends on that page, so gotcha. Adult responsibilities suck. Adult responsibilities suck a lot. That's why we play Pokemon. So let's see. Let's get this music muted and let's get this game started. And we're gonna go on the main one. And if either one of you would mind taking care of that for me, that'd be amazing. I have a whole friend online. I do really love the little animation down the bottom. Still fully haven't accepted the chibis. But that down there, that's cute. Thank you, thank you. Put that back, get that ready. Developed by Ilka. Actually, we can turn off a couple things. That? Yeah. That I meant to do earlier. It won't. That above is faster than the live chat. So I need to put a delay on that in the first place. But I'm going to take it off for now, just because it can be abused and I don't want that in my VODs. So, I mean, that obviously was just a spam link. It's nothing super terrible, but we don't want people taking advantage of it. So we're back into the shiny hunt. 360 encounters. This is our first attempt of the year. I had considered doing this off stream, but I would feel so bad if we found this guy not live, so I did not. I want to watch, but I gotta take a shower. It's all good. I completely understand. You can take the phone. Wait, why did we go down? What? No. hang on. My counter. What's going on with the... Oh, God. Why did it start over? Hang on. It's not a stream if everything goes perfect. Uh-oh, did you long press? I just poked it. I didn't even, like... I don't know if it just threw a fit. Maybe it updated. I did update Stream Deck. That may be part of it. I don't know why that would affect it, though. I literally just tapped it like I always do, and it just said, 0. You can go to the Stream Deck and set a starting number to go get it back to 360. Well, we're like halfway there now. Now I just got to commit to the bit. Is this not entertaining? Is this not the high quality content that you come to Aedifex for? Button mashing on a counter app? Gotta start over now. Pokemon God said so. I mean, we effectively are starting the hunt over. It's been 3 weeks. I'm gonna pass it though. That's gonna be my luck. Okay, 303. We were at 360. This is gonna be 361. I don't know what happened though. I literally just pushed it and it said 1. Yay for wearing out the buttons. It's okay, I have to. Okay, 58, 59, 60, 61. Okay, don't know what that was about. It is Elgato, though. Those buttons are probably pretty sturdy. I don't know how many presses they're good for, but we just burned through a lot of them. 362. Yeah, I did the same thing I literally just did. And it said, nah, do it again. That's hilarious. Boop, 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 boop. Nyom. Starly. Okay, so now we are 2 encounters today. Yeah, it probably would have been simpler just to go in and, you know, it probably would have taken the same amount of time. I feel like at least mine was funny. Craig gets hot. So now we go back to the super exciting task of seeing the same 3 Pokemon. But, best guess, the original text file got corrupted somehow and basically got remade by the Stream Deck software. Maybe because I had been cleaning out files. I don't think I moved it. If I moved it, that may have been what happened. We'll see. It's working now. That definitely makes sense, though. And we did figure out there's a couple different Piplup animations. There's no sad Piplup, but he has a slow blink that makes him look sad. He does topple over a bit, though. So it was a combination of those two that made it look like he was sad that his head was too big. But it is interesting that there, I know there's 2 for sure. I can't remember if we found out there was 2 or if there was 3. But there's 2 for sure, possibly 3 different animations, which is kind of cool. More Starlies. Go on, Piplup. I know you can do it. I found the counter will drain its last number even without the text file, but as soon as you update it, it'll reset. Yeah, that's probably what happened then, because it showed 360, and I clicked it, and it goes, 0. Wait, no, the overlay was referencing the text file too. Yeah, I don't know. So the text file could... Interesting. It may... I've got nothing. I don't either. I'm just going to chalk it up to I updated the Stream Deck software, and so it threw a fit. Haunted. I hope it's not. I do have another one. You can swap it out. They sent me, when I had no other explanation, when I ordered my initial Stream Deck, they sent it to like someone else across the apartment complex. And so, and then they sent me a picture I had specifically put it in the Dropbox in the office. And then I get a picture. I blame the new Gengar you got last night. Oh, can you get me my boy? I got a late Christmas present yesterday. He's a giant 2-foot-tall Gengar, and I love him. What's funny is, like, I'm not even the biggest Gengar fan, but he's super cute and he's super soft, so I'm happy. And he's purple. And he's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's huge. Like, I'm like normal sized person, and he's like half of me. And he's super soft, and I have to keep him in the closet so Excalibur doesn't steal him, because he loves like plushies and like big pillows and stuff, and he'll knead on them. He'll pop holes in them with his demon claws. No, I'm not having that. So when we move, he'll be in the background. Which would be really cool. But until then, he lives in the closet, and when I forget about him and I open the closet, it's terrifying. So, but yes, I ordered the Stream Deck. It went like across the complex. I called Amazon and they were like, "Oh, my bad," and they sent me another one. And then the person across the complex was like, "Hey, I got your thing," and I was like, "Oh, cool, an honest human being." And then I called Amazon because I didn't want to steal it, and I was like, "Hey, I found the other one," and they're like, "You keep it." And I was like, "Okay." So that's how I got 2 Stream Decks. They basically were like, "I don't want to deal with it, just keep it." I want to go to a dual PC setup anyway. I know it's overkill, but like it'll be really nice for the audio and editing. Basically, the capture PC will be the editing workstation, so everything will be in one place. That's the biggest thing for me. So it'll be really nice to have a Stream Deck on each of those for like capture and stuff like that. Oh, while we're on shiny hunting, when you go to the closet to clean it out and find the forgotten Gengar, but it turns out that everything is spiders now. That'd be terrifying. Gengar made of spiders. We have a spider. We have a Spooter. His name is Robbie. He's a curly-haired tarantula. He does not live in the closet, though. He's right next to my bed. Which is better. Or worse. He's a decent size, too. Like, probably like that big. I'm not getting him out. He freaks me out. I held him once when he was a baby. I refuse to do it again. Not because, like, I don't care that he's a spider or anything like that. I just know that dude's fast, and I'm going to drop him, and he will die. And I will feel terrible. It's not the, oh god, it's a spider. It's a, I can kill you on accident. I'm not going to do that. Bidoof. I still haven't watched the Bidoof little animated thing either that Davey put in the Discord. I saw like a little clip of it on TikTok and found out that the poor little dude's an HM slave, and I thought it was going to be a cute little good old time, but no, it's here to make me feel bad. So I don't know if I want to watch it. I refuse to watch it. One of my spiders around me or near me, but the moment one is touching me, one of us is dying, and it usually isn't me. So far, it hasn't been. Usually. Is there something you're not telling us? Zeno's been killed by spiders at least twice. That's where he got his radioactive powers. See, that's the thing, though, is if it's an unexpected, just, hey, what's up? I'm on you. Yeah, not a fun time. But if, like, there's a spider in the house, I'm gonna be the guy that's like, okay, get the cup, get some paper, take the poor little dude outside, he's just lost. I love my spider, and I think he's really cool, but if I hold him too long, he starts to freak me out. I'm just gonna put you back. It's one of those things where you just become hyper aware that you have a spider. You're like, oh, he's cute, he's so sweet. He's got, oh, and he's, what? No. Bidoof. So the Bidoof made me think of little catchphrases I have when we encounter Pokemon, and then I also have catchphrases when we get to certain cards. So ADD Brain is in full effect here, but Legends Arceus is in 2 weeks, and then Flesh and Blood's new set, Everfest, is in 4 weeks. So we've got quite a bit to do here on the channel, which is really exciting. So I've been wanting to do a card stream. I haven't gotten new cards lately. I have so much to clean just out of frame. Not clean necessarily, but sort and organize and go through, and I still haven't finished organizing the big 10-box haul that we did. He's jumped out of my hands once, and since then I haven't held him again. That's terrifying, because it's like, if I drop you, you will die, and if you do live, you're going to run, and you're going to get lost, and I don't know, oh, you're gonna get lost. And either the cats will find you and eat you, or you won't eat, and I'll be sad either way. But I also don't want him just like finding his way out and then crawling on me when I least expect it. It's just not a good time for anybody. As long as he's somewhere I can see him and he cannot escape, we're cool. Just realized I wrote a post. I didn't publish the post. So if you excuse me for like half a second when I become a professional content creator and use my phone on stream. There we go. And I'm going to hand this off real quick. Before you leave, can you give me some hashtags and push post? All right. All right, I got to take a shower now and get ready for bed. Good luck. Thank you so much. Good luck on your shower, although I just gave you a task to do as you were getting ready to leave the room. I took a picture. I was ready. I was going to post it with the Twitter post on Instagram. I didn't write anything. I had everything done. It was edited and it was sitting here. Forgot about it. Got to get back into the swing of things. I've been doing good about Instagram, though. I don't know if you use it or you're very active with it at all, but I'm sure the bot has been telling you. I've been posting almost every single day. I think I've missed 2 days this year. 1 or 2. Try and do better with that. And then been doing recording. I need to finish edits though. I'm recording more than I'm editing, and so I need to find the balance. So I will be fixing that this week, which is exciting. Total professional. Been doing this for years. I mean, really, if you take into account how long I've been doing it versus how many times I've been interrupted by the real world, I've probably been doing this for a year. But I guess so. Technically, yes. Which is just weird to think about, because I feel like it's not been that long. But, you know, time is a weird soup. And jazz is chaos. No. All right, 370. Nope. 370 encounters. I really want to just get this thing done tonight so that we can start plowing through the story before Arceus comes out. I know we don't have to finish the story live, but I like to usually hang out with you guys. Although, it's been a minute now, and Arceus is creeping up on us. The game's old as far as, you know, mainstream media is concerned. Because that's how it works, and that's terrifying. You're like, oh yeah, this new game came out. And you're like, no, it's been out for 3 months. No story for you. I mean, that is the true Aedifex way. Oh, let me just reach right in front of you guys. Thank you. No story for you. But that is the true Aedifex way. Like we stick it out on Route 2 for like 2 weeks. Actual time. No, I think real time we spent like 3 days. Maybe a little bit more. I think it was like 80 something hours for Braveheart, which would be over 3 days because 3 days is 72 hours. Jeez. Get out of here. Get out of here. I understand that this is just a direct remake of the DS games, but I already miss words are hard. I already miss the overworld encounters, like Let's Go and Sword and Shields, that at first I wasn't the biggest fan of, but then it's like, oh, that's actually really nice because now that I'm hunting for something, I can just look for the one thing. Next shiny has got to be Phoebus, except you can't breed for it. Oh. That just sounds brutal. Which means either we'll be there for literal weeks or it'll be single digit. That would be insane. Like, we're just trying to fill the decks. And it's just, random shiny. I would take that in a heartbeat. Just full odds. Here you go. And you can only Pokeradar in the grass too, so you can't even Pokeradar chain in while you're surfing. Oh, that'd be cool. Water-based Pokeradar. See, that's one thing that I'm excited for. I want to get through this hunt and get through the story on this playthrough, so that we can do some radar hunting, because that looks like a lot of fun. I have not done that yet. And I also want to do, on top of that, for shinies, I want to do more Dynamax adventures, because those were a lot of fun. You get to battle, you get to hang out with people, and you've got potentially 4 chances at a shiny at a time. So, and some of them being legendary. I kind of dislike that the Pokeradar is limited to grass encounters, for real. Like, I don't understand why it's limited. I feel like Pokeradar would work in the water. I wish there could have been a variant for it in caves and water. Yeah, for real. That'd be so cool. I didn't even think about caves, but yeah, no. It's just grass patches. That is a really good point, because in my head I was just like, yeah, grass and water. But yeah, caves aren't included at all, so you're missing a chunk of Pokemon that you can be hunting. And it's not even all the Pokemon that show up on the route. It's just certain Pokemon in each route, which is fine. Like, they don't want to put in a busted shiny hunting method that you can get everything. As nice as that would be, they're not going to do that. Dust clouds and splashes instead of rustling grass. That would have been really nice. That would have been, I feel like, relatively easy, especially after we've done things like Let's Go Pikachu, you know? I feel like that wouldn't have been too hard to program. / just copy paste. Because here's the thing that weirds me out about, not weirds me out, I don't know what the correct phrasing is, but the thing that bothers me about Diamond and Pearl remakes the most is everybody's going to complain about the chibi style, sure, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but the overworld looks like that. And then the battles look like this. And this is glaringly, obviously, the Let's Go engine. Like, this is Let's Go right here. These animations, the trees, like all of that. So they copied assets from the engine, but we couldn't do that here. I don't know. I'm not on the dev team. I don't know everything they did. I don't know how it works. I'm not gonna pretend to know how it works. But like from that perspective, seems like they could have made it easier on themselves. But it is what it is. It's still a fun game. Not as visually pleasing, but it's Pokemon. It plays like a Pokemon game. That's all you need, really. Graphics don't make a game, but it does make it more enjoyable. Get away from me. Like some of my favorite games, like my favorite more recent games, which is weird to say because they're already getting old, which hurts my feelings. Like Titan Souls and Hyper Light Drifter. They're 16-bit games that were made recently. So it's not, graphics aren't end all be all. The gameplay and the story is more important. And like I said, this plays like a Pokemon game, so it's fine. Alright, what do we got? We got some shiny Pokemons? No, it's just a Kricketot. I can't do that. You know, as sad as I am that we didn't get a shiny starter, I am very glad that we didn't do that hunt because of how long it takes to reset. At least with this, we can move and we can do stuff. We're not just stuck watching the same little cutscene or doing the interactions and all that. I'm still not 100% on board with the chosen path for this remake. Oh, I agree. Like, not the biggest fan. Nobody asked for a faithful remake. Everyone was hoping for something in between Let's Go and Sword and Shield. Yeah, I figured it would be something like every time they do this. Let's Go, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It's updated to that generation specs. So it was really weird that they decided to be like, yes, let's make a 100% faithful remake. Even the chibi art style that worked because it was 2D. And now it's weird because it's 3D. And that being said, even the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire sprites were a little janky. Mostly the cutscene sprites, but still, the fact that in the same game you have this art style and this art style is weird to me. I know you could easily argue that that's how the 2D games are, because the sprites, the little sprites for the battle animations are prettier, but it just feels awkward. And I 100% agree. I feel like something in between Let's Go and Sword and Shield is what most people were expecting, myself included. And so it was really strange when they announced it finally that it looked the way it does. It's just like, that was an interesting decision. But you know, here we are. And it's like, that's the thing that, I don't know if bugs me is the right word, but like, that decision is frustrating. But the game still plays like Pokemon, so I'm gonna play it. We're gonna shiny hunt. We're gonna use it for the OCD-Dex challenge for sure, because that makes transferring a lot easier. Once they allow it to work with home, which I believe they said February. Am I making that up? Or you know how randomly you'll get those ideas in your head and you're like, that sounds right. I don't know if I actually ever heard that though, so I'm gonna say it. Not an intentional faked fact, but just something, it feels right, it sounds right, but you don't know if you actually ever heard it. That's what that is. For some reason, my brain says February Pokemon Home for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that's correct or incorrect. But that's what the brain says. Alright, 377 in the counters. Big doof! And like we said at the beginning, this is going to be a pretty casual, probably a shorter stream than normal. Normally we go for like 3-4 hours. Probably just going to do 2, maybe 2.5. keep it short. Just kind of wanted to get a hunt in and get back in the swing of doing this. Auras did skew the art style closer to the original than the other Gen 6 games, but it also made enough significant changes to original Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald formula to feel fresh. Yes. This is just a straight copy until post-game, except for Underground, I guess. Underground, well, I mean, even then, it's only slightly updated. But yeah, it is just a copy of the old games with better graphics, smoother graphics. Excuse me. Yeah, like, That's really the best way I could put it. People are like, well, what do you think of the Diamond and Pearl remakes? Played them. What's your opinion? Was it good? Was it bad? I am actually really excited for Legends Arceus, though, just because it is different. Even if it's not, you know, amazing or life-changing or anything like that, it's something different, and it's a spin-off that looks exciting to play, you know? From the little bits that I've seen, the new Pokemon look great. The fact that you get ride Pokemon again, the world itself, the fact that it's so long ago, but we still have a phone for some reason. That part I don't get, but still, that's cool, and I'm excited for that game. I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun. Even if it's not groundbreaking, I feel like it's going to be enjoyable. Now, take what I'm about to say with a grain of rice, but it's kind of like MCU movies. They're not good movies, but they're fun movies. Some of them are really good. Some of them are really bad. But either way, for the most part, they're really fun. Because you know what you're there for. You're not there for cinema. You're there to watch an action movie of superheroes kicking butt. It's that suspension of disbelief right there. I just hope they fix the glaring issues that were visible in the first proper trailer for Legends, like animation, FPS, and stuff. I really hope they did, especially since it's GameFreak and it's not a third-party company that they can blame it on. Because they're already kind of in this weird position where people are like, please just give us a finished game. Like, I definitely want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but GameFreak has done some janky stuff. But I'm also not one of those people that's going to be like, GameFreak's done some stuff that I didn't agree with, so I'm not buying these games ever again. No, I mean, it's the same formula. It's very nostalgic. It's a lot of fun, and it's fun to play these and hang out with you guys. So of course I'm going to play it. I'm that weird middle ground where I understand that there are some things that are incorrect or that could have been done better, but I will still play it and enjoy it. 383 encounters. We're going pretty cool. No, I mean, we are making decent time. My brain thought we started at 340, not 360, so we've only had 23 encounters today, which isn't terrible considering we've only been live for about 40 minutes, and probably a good 15 of those, maybe 20, was the intro and catching up and stuff like that, so making decent time. If you broke it down into all the math, then we're probably getting an encounter per minute, which is not amazing, but not terrible, because we've got other Pokemon on the route that we have to run into. We have to get through the animations of encountering them and running away, things like that. It's definitely better than the starter time. So, Bidoof, Bidoof. Get out of here. Get out of here. I know there was a more recent trailer of gameplay footage for Legends Arceus that I have not checked out yet. I think that might be worth checking out just to see if some of the issues have been taken care of. It's been about 42 minutes since stream start, about 30 since game launch. Okay. So 24 encounters since we've started the game, so a little less than one per minute. We also did spend a chunk of time in the game launch resetting the counter. I don't think it was that long, but still. And we're about to skew those numbers back up, so it's okay. It's 25 encounters for the night. We're having a decent amount of luck with most of these Shinx being intimidated. It's a 50-50 shot, so it's not that uncommon, but I've not seen anything for Legends since the first trailer. So there's a fair bit I haven't seen yet. Okay. Have you seen any of the new forms or anything? Or it's like literally just that one trailer? Because that means you've been doing better than I have about not watching anything about the new game. Because like, I have a mixed view on it. Because on one hand, I don't want to know and I just want to play the game blind and enjoy it for what it is. But on the other hand, as a content creator, I feel like I should know what I'm getting into so I can talk to people about the things that are going on. And especially with the challenge that we've got of catching all the Pokemon, I should keep an eye on which new Pokemon are coming out. So it's this weird middle ground of, as a fan, I want to go in blind and enjoy it, but as a creator, I should probably know, at least at a baseline, what's happening. But I also feel like that makes for more exciting content for the people that do know what's coming up. I have no idea what's going on. Which is like why some like classic game blind playthroughs are so exciting, because like it's a classic game. You know everything that's going to happen, but the player doesn't, so I'm interested to see, oh, what are they going to do when they get to this part, things like that. So there is a market for that, for sure. I haven't really been avoiding, just haven't actively looked for it. I think I saw maybe 2 of the new forms. Okay. That's kind of what this turned into. I didn't purposely go, hey, I'm not going to watch anything. I watched like 1 or 2 videos, and then I've just been busy with work and school and getting everything taken care of and all that. So it's like, I just didn't make time to check anything else out. So just haven't actively looked at it, like you said. Weedy. I love that Piplup and Shinx are the same color palette, though. Like that's our team challenge. Everybody's gonna be the same colors. I don't know how many other Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl would be able to be on our team if we limited ourselves to that. Maybe Shellos, but he's blue and green, but he is that light blue. But that'd give us 2 water Pokemon and an electric. We would not have a very viable team at all. Although I really do appreciate some of the weird challenges like that. Like, it's not a type challenge or anything. It's just, your Pokemon need to be this color. It's like, okay, that's not too bad until you realize how many or how few Pokemon are that color. And you're like, whoa. Okay, this is going to be hard. Or like theme type challenges. I really like those instead of like type challenges. Like one that I really wanted to do for a long time was a dinosaur team. Just all fossil Pokemon. So technically it's a rock type challenge. They're rock something. But mostly it's the fact that they're dinosaurs. I feel like that would have been really fun. Somebody had to go get me hooked on Critical Role. Oh, I thought I was wearing it. I almost put that shirt on today. So that's eaten most of my time for the last month. Before that, I was playing new Final Fantasy XIV expansion and watching new TV shows. Okay, but you gotta admit, it was worth it, right? Like, it's a lot of fun. How far into you, like, I know you're current on Campaign 3, and you've been watching a lot of 2. Have you watched any of the one-shots or any of 1? Because I've watched all of 2. I know most of what happens in 1. I've watched animateds and recaps and things like that. I've never sat down and watched Campaign 1 beginning to end, though, and that's something I've wanted to do. Haven't allowed a lot of time for other stuff. It's good. And we are almost current with Campaign 3. We're an hour or an hour and a half into the latest episode, so we're close. We'll be taking care of that tomorrow. But doof! But this new campaign's been a lot of fun. But I still think 2 is my favorite. Probably because it's the one that I started really watching them. and I've watched it from beginning to end, and I just really fell in love with those characters. 3's been a lot of fun, and I feel like they're starting to grow on me. But as of right now, I think 2 is still my favorite. Haven't touched campaign 1 or the one-shots. I'm about half an hour in episode 27. I thought that said 72 for a minute, and I was both going to be proud and concerned, but 27 is a lot more realistic, so that's good. Been struggling with that episode. 27. What's going on in 27? Well, some people haven't seen it. We won't spoil it, but we can talk about it off stream. But, I have a feeling I know where you're at, and it's kind of in between stuff, and it's a little slow. I'm going through my brain library. I don't remember episode numbers. I don't remember episodes numbers. I don't remember song titles. I know songs. I know episodes. Once you tell me what's happening, I know what's going on. Once you sing a lyric, I know the song. I just don't know the title. Things like that. My brain is a strange place. Alright, get out of here. I don't know why that's been the go-to tonight. I don't do well with parts where the characters have strong negative emotions. I just kind of tune out. I gotcha. That makes sense, though. And see, that's the thing for me, more so the second half, the tuning out. Sometimes I'll have an episode on of Critical Role, and I'll be doing something else, and I'll be kind of halfway listening, but then when I look up and I'm like, wait, what are we doing? What's going on? I will, instead of like looking it up or anything like that, I will have to rewind it to the last part that I remember and try to watch it again. And sometimes that makes episodes a lot longer than they need to be because my brain can't pay attention. So I'll have to be like, wait, how did we get here? Why are we doing this? Rewind. Okay, I remember talking about that. Let's start here. Then get like a quarter of the way through that, stop paying attention, and rinse and repeat. It's bad sometimes. Other times, I can just watch an entire episode and be like, wait, what time is it? Like, my favorite one of campaign 3 so far is the first episode with Travis's new character. That was so much fun. And I watched that entire episode beginning to end. I think that's probably my favorite episode so far. Just the way that he interacts with everybody. They did a really good job role playing. It was a lot of fun. A lot of good moments. And I really didn't think I was gonna like his character. But that was great. Starly's got a point. We should stretch it out. I'm doing real bad about my posture. I should be like back here. Let's move that up a little bit. I was sitting like a shrimp where I'm just like leaning forward. It's not good. In my case, it's not so much not paying attention as just don't process certain things, so I can't stay focused on it. I completely understand that though. Oh no, we got outsped by a level 4 Starly? I'm assuming it's got max speed. We've been outrunning those for the most part though. That's interesting. Because we were leveling up so that we can outrun anything. We didn't want to necessarily overpower it. We just wanted to be able to run from everything. We haven't had any issues in a while. That wasn't the worst thing. We didn't take too much damage. But doof! Alright, big on! Nope. More Bidoof. Been working on this half hour of an episode for the last 2 days, only managing a couple minutes here and there so far. Oof, that's rough. I feel that though, because I've been I was stuck on a chunk of campaign 3 for 3 or 4 days. Like, it was just kind of a lull. They were trying to find some information, things like that. It wasn't necessarily bad. It's just I could not pay attention. And so I was like, okay, what's happening? Why are we, what? And then I'd have to just keep doing that like we were talking about. So finally I got through it, and then it clicked for some reason. And then I just finished the episode. And I was like, okay, well, that's over. And like I said, you have random ones like that, and then you have some that you just blow through the entire thing. It's quite fascinating. I feel like that's what's going to happen when you have a 4-hour long show. Like 3 to 4 hours of actual storytelling content. Like, that's not the same as like streaming and hanging out and being able to talk to chat. Like, that is, they are telling a story together. Like, it's crazy. Are you caught up with this last week's episode? We're about an hour in, so we haven't finished it. We will be finishing it tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow before I go to work, or tomorrow night when I get back from work. We've been really good about staying on top of it for the most part, but we are 3/4 of an episode behind. The problem is, it's not a problem, but the thing that I know that's frustrating for me is Thursday when it's live, I'm at work. So that would be the best way for us to stay current, is to be able to watch it. But I don't get out until like maybe 30 minutes left in the episode. And then I gotta drive home, and then it's over. And then I just worked, so I'm tired. So we spread it out across the week. Usually, like, when we eat lunch or dinner or something like that, we'll spend like at least half an hour watching the episode throughout the week to get caught up. Gotcha. I just finished it this morning. I watched up until the break on Thursday night, then forgot to go back and finish it until today. That sounds like something I would do. You're like, oh, it was a break. Okay. Wait, I was watching something. But no. We had speaking of D&D, we had our first game of the year yesterday. So first campaign session of the year yesterday, and then first stream of the year today. So this isn't the only thing that's been delayed 2 weeks. I wish I could watch the whole thing live, but I would usually put me around 1:30 to 2 a.m. Gotta wake up at 6 for work. Yeah, that would be extremely rough. I mean, you could argue that it'd be worth it, but you would be exhausted, so. It's better to just take a break, come back and enjoy it, and not be absolutely exhausted. Although I will admit, when we came to the finale of Campaign 2, that was, I think, a 6 or 7 hour episode. I stayed up for the whole live thing. It was super late. And then I had to go to work. So, I know what you're saying. And I've done it before. Smart decision? No. Do I regret it? Also no. It's not worth being dead on my feet at work, even if Fridays are the easy days for me. Oh, it's not worth it at all. That's just a beating. And then I'll just carry on to the weekend, and it'll take you more than just the one day to catch up, and it's just it's a cycle. But no. So we started at 360. So 400 will be 40 encounters. Trying to figure out how many we want to do today. Because like I said, tonight's probably going to be a short stream. I just wanted to get back into it, make sure everything's set up properly, which it was not at the beginning, but we did fix. I did make a note of that, and I'll check that out and fix it. I still need to figure out the bot. I have that in a notepad that I continually forget about until we are live. It wouldn't be so bad if I was on my feet most of the shift, but I spend most of my shifts sitting at a reception desk in front of a computer. Oh, yeah. Just kind of up. It's not a good time. Like, at least mine is standing in physical labor, so you can ignore it for a little bit while you're busy. May not be the smartest idea. But it keeps your brain and your body busy. Alright, we got crickets. Oh yeah, the bot. You're 100% sure that you have it set up for YouTube and not Twitch? I would not say 100%, to be honest, because I have been known to do things like that. So I will check tomorrow, because I have dedicated a chunk of time tomorrow to be working on some Aedifex chores. So I'll be checking out the bot, and I will be making sure I update my my stream settings so that it goes public, and that I also need to look at the scheduled streams, because that was being weird too. So I got a bit of homework. And then I'll probably try to update the layout as well. I need to get something ready for Legends. I've got edits to finish. We've got a good chunk of chores. But yes, I feel like the bot will help for sure. I just got to remember that it exists to fix it. Alright, we're due for a Shinx here. There we go. $3.95. But no sparkles. Does not count. We move on to a Bidoof. Alright. Not that one. Ooh, back to back. Back to back encounters, no sparkles though. It's up to $3.96. Cables everywhere. That's another thing. The cable management on this desk is horrendous. Bidoof! Little birdie. Not what we won. Get out of here. Be gone! Uh-oh. Outsped. Or I think it matches our speed, because it let us go first that time. Take that. Think you can come out here and bully me? I do need a heal though. So I guess we're not getting outsped, we're just matching speed. Because we couldn't run from it, but then we attacked first. Both times. Oh god, the camera. I forget about the camera. Here's an idea. Did you make sure to grant Stream Elements mod privileges in your channel? I believe I did. That. I hate that. Why is that? Huh? Thank you. Hello? Did you see that PC over there? That fancy blue one. If you've got Pokemon with you, it's free to use. If you don't, it's $1 million. You need a Pokemon to use the internet. And then the weird camera. I can confirm it is set to YouTube on the Stream Elements side, though. Okay, that's good. And then I'll need to see that it's got mod privileges, which we can do through YouTube Studio. Create a studio. Let's see. Now it's a matter of where do we go from here? What? No. Oh. She just comes in here. She's like, good? I thought she just was like checking in, and I was like, yeah. She's like, you got it? And I was like, no, no, no. No shiny. Let's see. Where is this? Permissions? Community mods. So that's the thing, it wants me to give it a channel URL. Do they have a channel that I just post in here? I tried making it leave and rejoin, and this time it gave a pop-up warning to check that. It didn't do that in the past. Ooh. Okay, we're making progress. We're making progress. Fixing the bot. Okay, but it still doesn't want to play nice with you. $3.97. Ooh. So we had some progress, but then it's still not wanting to play nice. So in YouTube Studio. Okay. Okay, thank you. Then we would do this. Okay, that may be what we need. Let's see. Settings. We want to add them as a moderator. Okay, okay. Try that. We're just gonna stare at this bird and get away safely. I was unaware that we need to add them their actual YouTube channel as mod duties. I figured it would be something specific to the bot, so I never did that. If that is correct, then that might have fixed it. I'm gonna give it a minute to think before I yell at it. That's probably a good idea. Hello. What up, Shane? We are multitasking. We are on the hunt for the shiny Shinx, as well as trying to figure out this bot. Huh? Huh? It lives! We did it! Okay. Now we'll have to go and fix and update everything, but the bot is working with chat now. Hell yeah. Good job, dude. That was good looking out, because I did not think about that last bit at all. That's why I have you. Not much. Didn't know you were going to stream today. It was kind of an impromptu thing. It's the first stream of the year, and normally I stream Saturdays, but we played yesterday. It's a pretty short and laid back stream though, because as you saw, we were just doing behind the scenes work live. And we'll probably only stream till like 11. Just wanted to do, I wanted to get back in the swing of things, test a few things at the same time. Multitasking. Free excuse to play some Pokemon, I don't have to feel bad about playing games if I tell my brain it's for work. So. Yeah, but we got the bot working. We'll need to update the commands, and then I've got some videos that I'm finishing up, so that's exciting. Some behind the scenes stuff. Instagram's been active. I have plans for a TikTok account because I have 2 videos on the TikTok account and they did extremely well. So if I am a bit more consistent with that, I definitely don't want to commit to the full TikTok every day or multiple TikToks every day kind of thing, but maybe like 2 to 3 videos a week, like a secondary thing, definitely not the primary focus. But I'll need to update all the commands, see what everything is set, because I think things are from the Twitch bot before. Hey, there it goes. That's exciting. Good job, man. Thank you so much. That's something that's something I've been putting off for a while, and not even on purpose. I just forget it's a thing until we're live. So I'm glad we finally got that fixed. I legitimately didn't think of the last little bit of adding their YouTube channel, because I was like, it's a bot. The bot doesn't have a YouTube channel. So after this, I will need to update the commands. I still need to see what's going on with the scheduled videos, though, because that didn't do anything. It may have been because it was set to private, which I did not realize it was set to private. So that's because usually when I upload, I set to private so that I can upload all of the thumbnails and things like that behind the scenes and wait for it to process before it's live. That way, if you're like there immediately, you're not watching it in potato quality. The warning pop-up is new, I think. I wasn't getting that a few weeks ago when I was messing with it. The warning. Oh, what you were talking about earlier. Gotcha. So yeah, they've been doing updates. So. Yeah, I may just need to double check that you were setting them to public when you schedule a stream. Yeah. I'm about 99% sure that one's on me. So as far as next weekend goes, Kitten Hawk will get her schedule tomorrow. So we'll know, basically it'll be a Saturday or a Sunday is the way that we're going to do it. 1 day's for D&D and 1 day's for streaming. So, and also check the box to publish it to people's subscription box. Okay. Cool. Read everything. There's a meme in the card game community. As you know, I'm a card nerd, which is very fitting for what we're talking about. Reading a card tells you what the card does. Maybe if Travis would read all of the settings, they would work. I will do a much more thorough job. Of checking my work. Cricket's out. No. I just love how excited Piplup is to be here. He's just like, I have arrived. We're like, no, run away. Okay. Be doof. And a very strange backtrack, just because my brain was thinking about this. I was recording Gen 1 stuff for the OCD-Dex challenge, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you cannot use the Pro Controller. You have to use the Joy-Cons. And and when they did Sword and Shield, they allowed Pro Controller, which was really nice. And I'm about 90% sure Arceus is going to allow Pro Controller support, which is really nice. Basically, all I was getting at is the Pro Controller is so much nicer than having to do the Joy-Cons and throwing things. Be like Santa. Make a list and check it twice. Watch people in their sleep. Eat people's cookies. Grow a beard. But yeah, tomorrow I will know what day we'll be streaming. So I will schedule the stream Tuesday morning. That way I can get everything ready, get everything put together, and then I will check in with you guys to make sure it's working and it's in the box. Gotta go for the Pokeball Plus controller. So much better than Joy-Cons for Let's Go. Really? And you get a Mew. I don't know if Mew's forever or if it was just like a promo thing, but actually never got one. Because as you guys have seen, I've been betrayed by the Joy-Cons a few times in Let's Go, where it's like, throw, and the ball goes, no. And that is the most terrifying thing when you get a shiny Pokemon. You're like, okay, well, if I throw it and it goes that way and it runs away, that's not my fault. R.I.P. Rhyhorn. We've only failed one shiny in Let's Go, and it's because I was betrayed by the Joy-Con. I will not forget. 404. Bid doof. Alright. Get out of here. So now I've got another task to do. We fixed the bot, so that is off the list now that it was on the list. Now I have to update the bot. I need to look at all the commands, make sure they're up to date, add some new stuff in, things like that. 405? 405. Thank you. Mew is in any brand new Pokeball controller, I think. Oh, very nice. Speaking of Mew, I finally completed my Kanto National Dex in Pokemon Go. And the reason that's important is I bought the quest for Shiny Mew. And that was one of the first parts of it. That quest is so ridiculous. The next one is send 151 gifts, which I'm like 120 something into, which is nice. I'm terrified of what comes afterwards, but it is the only way to get a legitimate English Shiny Mew if you did not do the Emerald event. And I don't think the Emerald event ever actually happened. I think that was just a hack. So if I remember correctly, that is the only way to get a legitimate English Shiny Mew. So we're getting close. No idea if they're actually selling the Pokeball Plus anymore, though. I'm sure some places have it. I would imagine like Best Buy or Target or something, but you can't find anything anywhere, so I'm probably wrong. I will definitely have to check. In the Pokemon market that we have now, someone bought 80 of them and didn't open them, so... Although the secondary / scalper market, whatever you want to call it, for cards at least, has cooled off significantly. There's still the issue of getting things stocked, like Targets and things like that, but game stores at least, it's coming back to normal and prices are coming back down, which is super exciting. I missed the notification. Oh no! Well, you made it. It's all good. We are doing kind of a chill short stream tonight though, so probably only going to be on for like maybe another 30 minutes. Just kind of we're multitasking and we're setting up things behind the scenes live, so in front of the scenes, and shiny hunting at the same time. So we finally fixed our bot. The bot now works, which is very nice. We need to update the commands for said bot, but it is here. Official Nintendo page only lists GameStop, and that has a tiny out-of-stock message underneath. Perfect. That's okay. I already have a Mew, so it's all good. Forgot you're not on Twitch anymore. That happened to Kitten Hawk, actually. That was hilarious. She's like, I was just sitting on the page. You never went live. It's like, yeah, I don't use that anymore. I keep the page because I watch people on Twitch still, and I support creators over there, so I'm not going to get rid of my account. But yeah, this is our first stream of the year. Been busy with school stuff and finally made some time, and I wasn't feeling good. Missed a week of work just to be safe. But everything's better now. Wanted to get a couple things done, clean house a little bit, and shiny hunt at the same time. So next weekend we'll do a regular full-length stream. I know Zeno's probably tired of hearing the story by now, but it'll either be Saturday or Sunday. I will know tomorrow afternoon which day we will be streaming, because it's dependent on Kitten Hawk's new schedule. 4:08, because that depends. That dictates what we'll be doing on the weekend and which day/time is available for certain things and all of that. So that's when we'll decide when we're going live. So I will make sure to do a live notification in the sub feed. We were talking about that earlier. So keep an eye out on your subs, and you should get I think it's a premiere notification is what they're called here. Basically, you'll get a notification that we have a scheduled stream, and you can enter the stream early because you have the link, blah, 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 blah. I'm still learning too. So we're going to have some Legend Arceus streams in February. Hell yeah. We're going to have them in January. It comes out the 28th. It comes out Friday the 28th. We are 2 weeks away. And I'm thinking that Friday I'll pick it up in the morning, afternoon before work. Let it install, update. I know that it's probably not huge. I mean, Diamond and Pearl took like literally a minute or two. So I think that's the biggest concern. I'm used to like console games installing and all that nonsense. Anyway, I'll get it, make sure everything's set up, go to work, and then when we get home from work, we'll probably have a long stream that Friday and get into it, which I'm super excited about. Or wanting to wait and just enjoy the new game first. No, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna stream it. We're gonna enjoy it together. I know some people aren't getting it right away, so they can hang out and see what it looks like. I'm excited. Bummed it's not 100% open world, but it looks great, so I'm sure I'll love it. I mean, technically, most games are not 100% open world. They're semi-linear, blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, that's so dumb. Anyway, I've only seen the first trailer and a couple of the new forms. I haven't seen any of the gameplay, things like that, so I really don't know 100% what we're doing going into this game. I just know it's different, and I like how different it is, so I'm excited for that. You heard about how YouTube isn't counting all the live stream views? I mean, I don't count my views anyway, so I didn't hear about that, but the view count is not important to me, really. Like, I can see you guys actually talking in chat. That's what we're here for, you know? So. Went ahead and made a placeholder command for the OCD-Dex real quick. Thank you so much. With Pokemon, I'm how I am with Marvel. Generally, I like it no matter how bad it is. We were actually talking about that earlier, and I made the Marvel analogy. So that's actually really hilarious. Onyx, what is up, my dude? How are you doing tonight? It's hilarious that you say that, Shane, because we were literally talking about that because the chibi thing for Diamond and Pearl remakes. I was like, I'm not the biggest fan, especially when you get into the battle animations, and it is the Let's Go engine. Like, this is Let's Go. You can't tell me that's not. But then we made a full remake for chibis, and it's like, what? Why? Alive, thankfully. Yes, thankfully, dude. I am so glad you are starting to feel better, because that sounded absolutely miserable. I did not have a good time, but you definitely had a worse time. I'm so glad you're doing better. How's the rest of the family? About to build some plastic. How about yourself? We're looking for some shiny Pokemon. We're just doing a quick little impromptu stream. We were working on getting the bot set up. That was the main thing we were doing kind of behind the scenes, but I wanted to shiny hunt and just get a little short stream in tonight. We're probably only going to be live for another 30 minutes. I just want to get some things set up, check some numbers, all that good stuff, and then we'll be streaming our regular time, the usual 4 hours or so next weekend. But yeah, we're just shiny hunting, hanging out, testing some things out. What are you building, by the way? I need to get a couple of new paints for the guy that you got me, but I'm excited. He looks really cool. I've already opened it up. I've cut it out of the sprues. I haven't put them together yet, but he looks like he's gonna be a lot of fun. YouTube spambot is not counting all of the viewers during streams. Oh, that's fine. Thor still has a bit of a runny nose and has a cough. I have a cough. Jasmine has a cough. It's fun. Girls are back in school. That's good though. Currently building Repentish. Words are hard. I'm not even gonna. Is that the Sisters of Battle? Repentia Squad. Brain really wanted to say TIA, like sha, like TION. I don't know why I was holding on to that. Okay, check out the OCD-Dex challenge with the goal. Cool. And that's the video. We were literally talking about that earlier, but then I got distracted, so we're kind of scatterbrained tonight. It's the Sister Slaves and Driver. Okay, okay. I've had my eye on a couple of different models that I really wanted to paint. But brain is struggling. Words are hard. You know how it is. I've actually... Try that again. I've had my eye on a couple of the Warcry models, actually, because those look like a lot of fun to build and paint. But they also look really cool for D&D stuff. Like, there's one called the Corvus Conclave. That looks really cool. And then there is a big, like, Minotaur guy. Could I tell you his name? No, but he's got, like, a big old spear and shield. He's nasty, and he's like $40. Warhammer stuff is definitely not the way to go to replace D&D miniatures. They're badass, and you can make some really cool homebrew stuff, but it's way too expensive. They're a lot of fun to paint and build, though. Now you'll see when you get done with stream. Sweet. Did you put it in the Discord? Get out of here, because I have that right over here. Okay. Okay. Sweet. That's exciting. 411. I will send you the Warcry stuff that I'm looking at when I get done out of here. But yeah, those look really cool. I'm more so about building and painting, primarily building or painting. Building's hit or miss for me. I enjoy painting a lot more, and I'm really excited to get back into it. How I painted Diablo, I'm excited to see. No, she's not. I am excited. I'm excited to see it. I don't even know what you're doing. I'm excited to see it. Actually, I have the dude right here. Onyx got me this for Christmas. It's gonna look a little weird right up to the camera. This dude, the Beast Boss. You gotta build that and put that together and paint that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a lot of little details on that guy. I got some basing stuff for him. It's all like right here. Do you paint with an airbrush or not? Not yet. I really want to get an airbrush. I've been doing research on which one to get. And I will probably pull the trigger, no pun intended, tax season, like when I get my tax return. Just because it's not like stupid expensive or anything like that. I can probably get an airbrush and a compressor for about 300 bucks. But it won't be so bad when I have, you know, free money. I know I've got my eye on the Iwata CS. It's in my. I've written down because I knew I would forget it. And then a compressor is like 150 bucks, I think, for a decent one. 413, no luck. But yeah, I have a buddy who has an airbrush, and he said it's completely changed the way he paints, and that's so cool. It looks like a lot of fun, but there is definitely a big learning curve. You kind of have to reteach yourself certain things and how you think about lighting and all of that. But I really want to get one. I just haven't done it yet because I don't know. I can't decide if I want to get an airbrush set up first or if I want to buy a 3D printer first, because it's about the same amount of cost right there. And part of the reason I'm waiting till tax return is if I wait till then, I can just do both. I want to learn actual 40K, which is going to be hell of a time. The game or the lore, because those are two huge undertakings either way. 414. I have not played since 6th edition. So, got a bit of work to do on Diablo still, but I mixed my own paints and was really happy with how the back of the robe turned out. Hell yeah. I've heard of that name before. Iwata? 3D printer first, the game. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I just wait till I get my tax return, I can just get both at the same time. Get a 3D printer and the airbrush set up. But a 3D printer would be really nice for basing and like D&D stuff for sure. And there's all kinds of cool things you can make with a 3D printer. But I've wanted one for a long time, and they're relatively affordable now. Like, I think I want to get a resin one first because it's for mini painting for the most part, and then get a filament one later. I watched a few games being played and was stupid confused. There is so much going on in that game. You have the Insta post now? Okay, cool. I'll check them out. When I said I'm excited to see, I meant your Warcry stuff. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see what you do. So, there's mutual nerdism over here. You're talking about painting up some new models. I'm stoked to see it. I'm talking about getting some new models. You're stoked to see it. That's what we're here for, man. All right, 415 encounters. No shiny luck. That's okay. Those are still pretty low odds. Oh, back to back. 416. Yeah, I definitely don't know how to play it anymore. I haven't played in a couple of years, and they've updated the game twice. And then they've added new things like Warcry and Kill Team. I've heard Kill Team's really cool because it's not as many points. I heard Kill Team's a lot of fun, and they're like shorter matches and things like that. Yeah, the airbrush brand name, and there are different kinds of airbrushes. Yes, there are different kinds of airbrushes where like the trigger itself, the different pots, things like that. There's a lot that goes into it, and that's one of the reasons I haven't done it yet, is I want to make sure I do thorough research before I buy something. But so far, the Iwata CS has been one of the top recommended like ones that you get as a mini painter, And as a first-time airbrush user, there's a couple more that is like a bit more advanced, but you know, if you don't know what you're doing, then don't spend that kind of money, which I get. But at the same time, the way I see things is if you're going to do something and it's a hobby you're interested in, and you have option A, which is where you should start, and it costs $200, and then you have option B, which you should upgrade to, and that costs $300. You're spending $500. I could just buy the $300 one and save $200. So is it something that was adorable? Is it something that is super useful and I might as well just get into immediately? I didn't even move. We're on the same square. That was super janky. Or is it something that's like legitimately an extra feature, and unless I do X, I'm not going to use it? That's the kind of thing I'm hung up on now, before I buy something. So I've been trying to do some research, but I've been hella swamped with school as that's picking up. So I'm really glad we figured out all the family shit on the back end. Both you and my sister are super dope. I am too, dude. Like, real talk for like half a minute. Like, I'm glad we're all on the same page. I'm glad we're all friends now. I'm glad we're chilling. Like, it makes me happy. It makes her extremely happy, which just makes me happy in return. But also, we're very like-minded nerds, and it's great. I'm glad I have someone to nerd out with the Warhammer stuff on for sure. So, Kill Team is awesome. See, that's all. Every time someone has mentioned Kill Team, they say it's great. And the Kill Team sets look really cool. So I think Kill Team might be what I look into first for playing. Plus, it's significantly less points. So Christmas was an entire nerd fest. It was, dude. That was so much fun. I am surprised that everybody played. I didn't think they would. And like everybody did and enjoyed it. Like that was huge. That was so much fun. Yeah, went all out, went from 0 to 3,000 points immediately. On the sisters or the orcs? Because I know you had originally started with orcs. And have you fully converted to the sisters now? Or are you running 2 armies? That is insane though. I understand though. It's a lot of fun. That hobby is dangerous because it's like 1, the lore, 2, learning the game. It's super tactical and things like that. And playing the game, it's fun. But then there's models to collect. And then you get to build them and paint. There's so many different aspects. But the downside is the cost. The cost is just deadly. I did $12.75 on orcs, and I think I'm at $31.25 on sisters. Nice. That was fast too, because you just started doing them not too long ago. They look like a lot of fun though. The books are super expensive. The books are insane. Just steal the PDF. I mean, find it. I don't understand that because they're like this big. They're like 100, maybe 150 pages. And not even all of them are the rules. There's some nice splash art and stuff. Like, I get it. It's premium. But that book should not cost that much. Where did this PDF fall from? It's just I mean the actual books. No, oh, the lore books and like the chapters. I guess technically that is right, but the actual stories, yeah, those are also expensive. Everything they make, they are extremely proud of. Some of them are 90. What? What? That is so stupid. Everything Citadel prints, they're just like, hey, triple the price. Why? Because we can. And people buy it. That's the thing that blows my mind, is people buy it. Deluxe hardcover. Ooh. But you know, at the same time, when you have that kind of money, you don't think about it. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Paid $34.95 per book for 3 books. That's not as bad. Like, to me, a book should be like 10 to 20 bucks if it's paperback. Are these paperback books? Or are these the hardcover books? Books. I don't know why I said it like that. If $34.95 for a nice hardcover, I can see. That kind of money. I'm big broke for a bit. Your wallet's just like, kill me. Hardcover for the 3. Okay. Okay. $34.95 per book for 3 hardcovers isn't absolutely terrible, but still $90 on 3 books. Kind of depends on how you look at it. Because, like, I'm a sucker for collector's editions, like, on video games and stuff like that. So if you're paying $120 for, like, a statue, but does it look good on a shelf? Pretzels called me because they needed a bit of help and I wasn't expecting it. That's okay. It's a good thing you're in the position to be able to do that, though. That's huge. That is what we are working towards. I have convinced Kitten Hawk to join me. I say that. It was her own idea. And the transition to the IT world. I'm basically solidifying my knowledge by teaching her what I know and therefore reviewing what I've learned so that together we can make stupid money. My mom resells stuff on eBay and she sells a lot of plushies. She showed me something called a Squishmallow. It's the softest thing ever. Squishmallows are adorable. I don't care. Say what you want. They're adorable. They're super squishy. Kitten Hawk has a giant one. It's a dragon. His name is Dylan? Question mark? They come with names. It's so comfortable though. I'm actually looking for a right-hand man coming up. I need a deputy. What specifically? I am in school right now. I graduate in May. Well, finish the program in May. I don't know if I would call it graduating. Anyway. Certs and program and all that for pen testing. Pen testing is where I want to end up. I'm gonna be red team. Dylan. Okay. See, I did get it right. And program management. Okay, okay. Get the foot in the door at least. Senior program manager, I just tell people what to do. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Google's your best friend. What is this? Hey, Google, what's this? Hey, nope, stop it. I forget there's one on my desk now. The lights came on and it was like, yes. Like, no, wait. Stop. Google, stop. See. 419. But yes, my end goal is penetration testing, so red teaming. Okay. I heard an echo and I thought that the Google was just going off. So red teaming, stuff like that. That's what I'm going for. Be a professional hacker. It's going to be a lot of fun. Is something playing? What is that? Something is playing. Hey, Google. Stop. Okay. That was annoying. Same thing in aviation maintenance. I just Google everything. That's how it goes, man. You learn the majority of it, soak it up, and then whatever you can't remember, you just Google. Sell propane and propane accessories. I appreciate that immediately. That is awesome. Hell yeah. I had an engineer shoot me her entire dissertation on pen testing a couple of weeks ago and was told to read it. I'm like, you work for me, I don't work for you. That's hilarious. Read all of this. But I don't wanna. What up, show? Let's get this bread. How you doing tonight, man? Happy New Year. This is the first stream of the year, so I can tell you guys that. You made my Google shut off YouTube. That's hilarious. I said it as a joke, and then it started playing some podcasts, but luckily the volume was super low. Damn it, Bobby! I love this channel already. That is a great bit. It was a 76-page dissertation. Oh, I actually read it all because everything was interesting. It is really cool, but damn, is paperwork boring. No, but everything that I've learned so far and everything that I've been researching, my end goal, like I said, of pen testing is it's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of paperwork. But like you basically get to be digital Robin Hood, and I'm here for that. That sounds super satisfying. And like I get to put all the random computer skills that I have together in a job and like get paid pretty well. It's like a win-win all the way around. So I'm super stoked for that. I prefer charcoal and wood chips. Bull! That boy ain't right, I tell you what. Writing maintenance reports is so boring and I have to write one for everything I do. Yep, that's basically what we have to do with pen testing. If everything you do for a major company, you've got to write it down. I'm about to go back to school again. Hey, what you going for? Is work paying for it? Because that's why I went back. That's not the only reason I went back, let's be real. But it is really nice when your job pays for it. It's a lot more convincing to be like, yeah, I should finish that. Gonna go for some software engineering? Hell yeah. If work is paying for it, even better. Because I would say technically, with your experience in the field already, GI Bill, even better. With your experience in the field already, you can do a lot without a degree. But if the degree is getting paid for, there's no reason not to. That's exciting, though. Do you have an idea of where you want to go? That's the beautiful thing about IT, though, is degrees, certs, and experience are super important, and like degrees aren't required anymore. Do they help? Sure. I feel like it's more of a personal goal at this point, though, to be like, yeah, I did that. But like I said, you should constantly be learning, and you should constantly be, you know, acquiring new skills. And especially if it's being paid for, there's no reason not to. I just got my COVID relief grants and paid my whole semester. Hell yeah. UPenn Online is what my boss is pushing me towards. Okay, okay. Again, I'm not a professional, but I would look into WGU. They are very good for online, if they're wanting you to do an online school for IT stuff. That's what my buddy did, who is, I know his exact title because he works for SOCOM, so he technically can't tell me, but he is a blue teamer. He is cyber analyst, I believe. He does a little bit more than that, obviously, but he did WGU. And he said it was really good. And it's all online. Yeah, I have my intelligence analyst master's certificates on level 1 and 2 and 3. Nice. Hell yeah. I don't know why I had to read it that way, though. Alright, 425 encounters, no luck. That is still really low. Technically, we have a 1 in 4096 chance. So we're just above 10% odds, because we are full odds hunting right now. So realistically, we're doing really good. Does that help in the moment? Arguably no. But statistically, we're doing all right. 426 encounters. WGU, Western Governors University. They are a physical school, but they're also an online school. They're really good for IT, like software engineering, things like that. That's where I almost went. But I'm focusing more on certs than degree, because my program is just a continuing ed program. Western Governors, yep. Yeah, that's right. Because that's what I was going to do, but I ended up going to UTA because it is close by, ish. And it's all online anyway, so it doesn't really matter where it is. But in the area, that is huge. People love that school out here, and it's a continuing ed certificate, so it's basically on the equivalent of an associate's, but because it's continuing ed, it's a bit more advanced. So I have to go online, need to be able to cheat. Hey man, however you got to do it. Certs over degrees for me. Yep, that's how IT is for sure. In the field of IT, degrees are a personal goal, and like we were saying, if it's getting paid for, there's absolutely no reason not to, because it's just additional information and things you can learn. If you already know it, okay, it's free. You know, what's the harm in getting a review and then some new stuff for free? But certs go a really long way, and technically I wouldn't need to take this program at all, but work is paying for it, so why not? Because everything else is self-taught, and I pay for my cert test, because work doesn't pay for certs. They only pay for tuition. So that's why I kind of lit a fire under my own butt by doing the continuing ed program, because work pays for it, because certs are expensive. They can be very expensive. And because I'm doing the continuing ed program, I get discounts on certs. So it's kind of a win-win, because work pays for the school, and then the school gives me discounts on certs that I have to pay for out of my own pocket. And then I get a review on things that I already know, and I'm starting to learn some new stuff as well. And then I'll have the school's name on a piece of paper, which is huge in this area. So, and this area out here is really good for penetration testing. There are a lot of pen testing jobs out here, which is huge because pen testing is really hard to break into. Because it all kind of just depends on the area. And I'm fortunate enough to live in an area where they are needed. So I'm excited that I finally figured out what I want to be when I grow up, now that I'm almost 30. But you know what? I am actually really okay with that, because I would have been wasting my time doing something I hated, as opposed to waiting to actually figure it out. So it works out. I honestly would not say I don't... words are hard. I would honestly say I do not regret it. I've learned a lot. You know, both actual education and real-world experience. And didn't, get burned out doing a career that I hated. I mean, do I love my jobs that I've had? I've met a lot of good people. Met a lot of important people. But now I'm actually moving to a legitimate career as opposed to a job. So it's exciting. I hated going to school for network engineering after I knew everything on network engineering. I feel that. I had a CCIE and was being told about networking from a dude with a master's degree in networking who was normally wrong. That reminds me of like the whole introduction to this continuing ed course. I almost dropped it, but Kinhawk convinced me to stay because it's paid for. It's free. I will eventually start learning some new stuff, and I have. But the beginning was like so basic and outdated. Like, I don't know how in-depth your hardware knowledge is, but I would assume that you at least know how to build a modern computer. The hardware section had a computer with ribbon cables. So, that old. And pretty sure there was a floppy disk drive. And on one of the slides, that was like installing a CPU. It was an image of someone installing RAM. I almost quit that day because I was like, what is this? But then we went to the next section, and it was a different instructor who actually knows what he's talking about. Still stuff that I knew, but he knows what he's talking about, so I took him more seriously. And then we finally started a new section on stuff that I do not know yet, with a guy who knows what he's talking about. So, I'm glad I stayed. But it was very rough for the first couple of weeks. When I started my degree, they stuck me in a basic computer course. It was like, how to use Microsoft Office. What is a power button? Dude, it was... I understand that some people don't know that, but like at least give me a test to prove that I do so I don't have to waste my time. Because that sucked. And I told the school if they didn't pull me out, I was quitting. Yeah, that's just, it's like, really? And I called because we have live sessions. And like we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays and we have questions and answers and all that, blah, 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 blah. And it's a different guy than the videos are. And so he was like, how's everybody doing? And I was like, this video is outdated. And he was like, well, it's fine. And I'm like, I've built upward of 200 different computers and this information is no longer viable. And you were telling people that have no idea of anything about computers that this is the baseline that they need to know. And it's wrong. And that is wrong. He did not like me. Did we get it fixed? We did. Is he a fan of me? No. But there are people in this class that know nothing about computers whatsoever. And, you know, good for them for taking the plunge and getting started. But you also have to be wary and do your own research and not just assume that the first thing given to you is 100% correct. Do not just blindly follow. Put in your own effort. You know. 428 encounters. That was a big rant, and I apologize. I have very mixed feelings on school. Can it be useful? Of course. Can it also be a waste of time? Yes. Sometimes it's both. Most of the time it's both. At least it wasn't a Windows Server 2007 course in 2015. That's bad. Same, I had to learn about biplane repair like I'm going to fix museum planes. All right, today we're going to teach you how to work on the Wright brothers aircraft. Will I be doing this? No, but you need to know. Why would I need to know? 3 in a row, but no shinies. Just in case. Yeah, it's on that level. Here's some really outdated information you're never going to use. Why do I need to know this? Just in case. So you're saying I won't even use this. Oh, you probably won't, but we're going to spend a day on it, if not more. Biplane repair is a great class, though. I feel like that's cool, but again, how useful is it? It's not so much museum planes. There's a lot of information for a lot of modern crop planes. Okay, touche, touche. Didn't even think of that. I'm not too much of a plane guy, to be fair, which is hilarious because I work on an airport. I work on an airfield. But I work on said airfield because I had a friend who worked there and I needed a job. And their benefits are amazing. And they pay for school. Everything's connected. Brings us full circle to the beginning of our conversation. Alright, so it is almost 11. I think the game plan is we're going to get to 450 encounters, regardless of time. We'll get to 450. We'll call it a night. Because like I said, tonight's going to be a little bit of a short stream. Kind of just chill. It's just chatting in disguise, which I'm totally down for. We spent the beginning setting up some stuff, fixing the bot. I need to fix the commands afterwards. I've got a video that's about 85% done that should be up Tuesday. I'm going to say Wednesday to be safe, though, so I don't shoot myself in the foot. It'll be up before this weekend. That is the end goal, though. And then I've been recording some stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which I'm really excited for, because I am taking the channel a lot more seriously this year. I'm doing so much this year, which is exciting and stressful. I will be getting, like we were talking about the education stuff and the school and then the self-taught. I'm getting 6 IT certs this year. That is my goal. I know all of what I'm getting. I have a timeline for everything. I know what I'm wanting to do, and I'm going to get all 6 of those knocked out. I'm going to get this continuing ed program knocked out. I'm going to get into the field this year. and start building up that experience and everything. And those certs will take me further and all kinds of stuff. Working out, I've been doing really well. I've been on keto for 3 weeks. I slacked a little bit this week because, you know, at the beginning of the week I wasn't feeling too hot. But we're back on track. I've lost 15 pounds since the beginning of the year. So taking this year and I'm kicking its ass by force. I was the student president, of course, Structure Aeronautics IT Nursing School. Hell yeah, dude. Also need to learn to maintain that's hard to say. Lead acid batteries, even though only one company makes them for airplanes. I was actually in IT and nursing, but aeronautics, I just helped determine relevancy of the coursework. That's super cool, though. I mean, nerd. No, it's fucking cool. Vented lead acid batteries. That is a combination of words that I... That's the thing. Planes are cool. I know nothing about them. I've got so many other things that I'm working on learning. I'm just like, wow, that's cool. I love the juxtaposition that is in Aedifex, though. Because, like, professional hacking, intense IT certs, talking about aeronautics and things like that, while playing Pokemon. Just like, how nerdy can we get here? And that's where everything just, it comes full circle. Because I know a lot of you know, but the Aedifex, the name was originally from, it was just Aedifex, and I was on playing Rocket League, like semi-pro, I guess I would say. I was an RLCS and all that. Did some like local college tournaments and things, but anyway, our team was internet trash, so IT. And it's funny how many different ways the IT fits now. Audience relatability. Welcome to Streaming 101. Winning. For real though, that's the thing. I'm into so many different nerdy things that we can just sit and talk about whatever you want. And I probably know at least a little bit about it. 434. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna get to 450 regardless of time, then we'll call it there. Because like I said, it's gonna be a short stream tonight. We're just testing a couple things out. Wanted to get everything set back up and going from there. All my schoolmates talk about airplane models, and I'm like, what is that? And they look at me like I don't know. Oh, okay, like I don't know. I don't know why that confused me. I was just following along, and then I just got lost. 435. No sparkles. No sparkles. But yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Almost 2 weeks. 12 days. The 28th. Legends Arceus comes out, so we need to get this shiny before the new game drops. It's not like we're never going to touch the game again, but I'd like to at least finish the shiny hunt before we start playing a new game. So tonight we're going to 450, and then next weekend we'll be doing a much longer stream, which will be more time-based than encounter-based. Alright, get out of here. I know I'm in school to fix planes, but I don't know every plane ever, right? How dare you not memorize every single model number? Well, I can't quite stick around until the end. I gotta drop out here. I best be waking up to some Discord notifications saying you got the shiny. I would love to give you those notifications. We've got 15 more encounters for the night. Maybe we can get lucky. I will definitely let you know, though. But thank you for hanging out while you can, man. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for helping me with the bot. I'm glad we finally got that fixed. But yeah, I'm going to 450. and then we'll call it a night. So, but enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good day at work tomorrow. That was a new animation, I think. Have a good day at work tomorrow, and I will see you next weekend. I'll see you in the Discord throughout the week, but I'll be live next weekend. I say 15 encounters like it's not that big of a deal, and then we run into like 6 Pokemon that aren't what we're looking for. Nope. Just 15 encounters. That won't take too long, right? Proceeds to hunt for the next 2 hours. Nope. Alright, get out of here, you little bird. Big doof! Venus, hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the channel. Alright, let's see. Are you over here? Or over here? We've had quite a few encounters without seeing a Shinx at all. I was gonna say, maybe we can break that streak. But doof! Alright, get out of here with your scruffy beard. I'm good. Shiny hunting Badoo. Ooh, nice. There we go. No sparkles, but at least it's an encounter. That's exciting. Are you radar hunting or are you full odds? Or eggs? There's so many different ways. Oh, back to back. Okay, just complain enough and they'll show up. 437. Fortunately, still no sparkles. Be gone! Alright, who's over here? This poor little trainer at the top of the patch has been wanting to fight us for days. He's like, alright, this is my chance. And we just turn back around. He's like, wait, no, come back. I got a shiny Shinx yesterday? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Good job. $438. Hopefully I'll get my own very soon. Arguably, we're not too far into the hunt because we are full odds hunting right now, and we're 438 encounters in, and 4092 is full odds. So, realistically, about 10% into max odds. I would definitely love to not go that far, but doof! I just love its stupid cry. Alright, get out of here. Doof! Alright. Your cry's adorable, but I don't want like 3 of you in a row, please. Begun. Before that, I got Starly. I'm full odds hunting as well. Nice. Are you trying to get one on every single route? Or are you just trying to collect all the encounters? 439. I'm so glad we did not do the starter shiny hunt, though. I've seen that's either really easy or absolutely brutal. And poor Davey, one of our regulars, I think it took him 6,000 encounters. I don't remember the number exactly. It's in the Discord, but oh my god. It was brutal. We run from those, no sparkles. Let me see what it said. Multitask. Big doof! 9,457 encounters for his shiny starter. All the encounters but Bidoof, Kricketune, Badoo, and Zubat are playing hard to get. That's awesome, though. Not that they're playing hard to get. You know what I'm saying. It's awesome that you're doing all the encounters. That sounds like a fun challenge. Did you do your starter? Bidoof! It's just a fun voice to do. Shinx, 441. Thank you very much, Kitten Hawk. We will be wrapping up the stream at 450 encounters, so I'm not sure how much longer we'll be live, but if you did like the stream and you want to hang out, we do have a Discord. We're starting to be more active in there and talk about stuff and talk about our shiny hunts and things like that. So if you do want to join, you definitely don't have to, but we'd love to have you. No, but I'll breed when I get into the breeding place. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. The shinies are not the shinies. The starters are absolutely miserable. And that encounter takes so long. I didn't even realize that you have to save before you even enter that area. Because once you enter, then the whole thing just starts. And it's like 5 minutes. I don't think it's exactly 5 minutes. I think it's a little bit shorter than that. But you get what I'm saying. It's a long encounter that you have to reset every single time. As opposed to wild encounters you can just run. And if you really wanted to save time, you can turn off animations. Just save you a couple more seconds, but still, this is a lot quicker than starter hunting. And we almost got stuck in starter hunting hell, but I let chat decide which way we're doing. We kept with tradition, and on the channel here, every time a new Pokemon game comes out, we go to the second route, we full odd shiny hunt, and we don't play the game until we get a shiny. That's our own little personal challenge. 442 encounters. Still no luck, but not too bad. Tried it for a week and got tired of it. Yeah, it is brutal. I have not tried it myself, but I know a lot of people that have. I probably will attempt it at some point, but I've had my hands full with recordings and school and work and all kinds of things, so that'd be another project to add to the stack. So, ooh, back to back, but no sparkles. 444 gives us 6 more encounters for the night. You think we can pull out the shiny? I think it might be one more night. I would love to see it in the next 6 encounters, but I think it might be one more night. Like I'm staying optimistic, of course, but I don't feel it. I'm usually pretty good about, you know, that good shiny feeling. It's not there yet. What would be hilarious, though, is if we're spending all this time getting the Shinx and then we get another random encounter. I'd be a little upset, but it still counts. Shiny's a shiny. 449 is a win. I would love that. I still feel like it's soon, but I guess soon is relative. That's true. I know someone who tried hunting for a starter for a month, and she is almost at 4,000 resets. Jeez. That's, yeah, Davey got to 9,000, so. One of our regulars, he's not here tonight, but he got to 9,000 encounters when he finally got it. It was absolutely ridiculous. Because we were telling him, hey, you need, like, I would stop at 10. Just give yourself the break. But the thing is, I have over 6,000 runs in WoW for the same amount. And it's 1 in 1,000. I've wanted to like WoW, but I've tried a couple times and it just wasn't for me. I think We talked about this earlier, and like, graphics don't make a game. Some of my favorite games are 16-bit, like Hyper Light Drifter. Like, really beautiful pixel art, but not like, you know, modern graphics. But it upsets me that the WoW cinematics are so gorgeous, and then the game looks the way it does. But outside of that, the gameplay just isn't like my style. I tried it. I feel like it would definitely. I feel like it's one of those games that's more fun with friends, though. Like if you have a group that plays together, that was adorable. If you have a group that plays together, I feel like it's a bit more enjoyable, and that's what it's for. It's an MMO, so it makes sense. But I've tried 2 or 3 times now, and I did the first 20 levels for free, and that was it. For me, it's 100% social aspect. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it would be a lot more fun with friends or like a group to play with. My Shinx evolved into Luxio. Hey, congratulations. Right, nope. Big doof. My goal is to start getting you guys to do that. I'll never know. You don't have to tell me, but my goal is like whenever we run into a B-doof in the comfort of your own home, you're just, but doof. It'll happen to at least one of you. We have a 5-man group that pushes in-game content. Hell yeah. See, that's cool. 447. All right. Onyx is calling 449. For those of you that are new or haven't been here in a while, we do have a thing with when we're shiny hunting on stream. If you manage to pick the encounter number, and obviously you don't get to just keep choosing the same number. There has to be at least 10 digits between your previous guess. That's the caveat. But if you guess the encounter number, you get to name our shiny, as long as it's not something totally offensive. Normally, we'll catch the shiny, and then we'll throw ideas around, and I'll pick the one that I like the most. Or if I have one in my head already, then we'll go with that. But if you do guess the encounter, you can name the Pokemon as long as it's not, you know, absolutely terrible. I checked my violin's value, and I found out it's worth $200 at most, and my mom paid over $1,000 20 years ago. Oof. That is a big RIP. Oh, 449 is here, and it is not shining, unfortunately. I'd love to name it Thundercat. That's adorable. Ho! I was just a hype man, really bad at the game, but they carried me along for a while. I was pulling 1.6 DPS when they were supposed to be pulling 6.8. Oh my god. So you were the bard. Shinx failed me. You were there to hype them up. You were their hype man. You guys did. You got this. I feel like that would definitely be me if I played WoW with a group of people, though. Like, you're supposed to be doing this much. I'm like, okay, but like, I'm having fun. 450. I hope it's 450. 450 is the last encounter of the night. I feel it. Okay. Let's see it. I would love to just end this little short last minute stream to pull out a shiny for us. Turns out a lot of instruments are overpriced because parents don't know what's good or not. That makes sense though. I mean, that is most things aimed at younger students are overpriced because the parents don't know any better. Yay, capitalism. I switched from mage to hunter, and now I'm pulling more than my mage ever did, and I have cool looking pets. See, the pets is where it's at. See, from the little bit that I do know about WoW, I feel like I would just be the guy that collects all like the aesthetic stuff, like the transmogs. Just collect armor sets. I'm here purely for aesthetics, but how are your stats? They're garbage, but I look good. Oh, 450. No sparkles. That is unfortunate. And the mounts are really cool. Like the mounts and the pets and stuff like that. I love that. Like there's so much about the game that I like. It's just I didn't enjoy playing it. It's like Monster Hunter. I know it's really upsetting to talk about that. Monster Hunter, beautiful game. Love the monsters. Love rebranding them into D&D content. But anytime I've tried a Monster Hunter game, it just was not enjoyable. And I want to like that game so much, but I can't. There's just nothing exciting to me about 2 real-world hours of poking a monster butt. Played Mage since 2004. Played Hunter starting in December 28th last year, like 3 weeks ago. Everyone's just like, how is that possible? That's awesome. All right. I can't stand Monster Hunter. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like the monsters themselves, okay? Hear me out. The design, beautiful. The armor, cool. The game, not for me. And I want to like it because I understand people love it and I understand it's people's favorite franchise. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, 2.5 weeks ago. Never played Monster Hunter. I'd give it a shot. It's definitely not a bad game. Like, that's the thing. I'm not crapping on it by any means. It's just not for me. I love the older Monster Hunter games. See, that's what I've heard. I've heard all kinds of things like some people love the old ones, some people love the new ones, some people are very opposed to one side or the other. Some people love them all just because it's a Monster Hunter game. But yeah, I've tried it twice and it just didn't work. But the monsters are really cool. I love the design. I would love to start collecting Monster Hunter like figures and stuff like that because they're beautiful. Like that's great game design, or character design, I guess is a better way to say it. But you know, the gameplay itself, just not for me. Let's switch real quick. Whoop. Okay. Ugh. That is gonna wrap up our stream for the night. Like I said, it was kind of a last minute impromptu stream that we put together. It was me and Zeno testing out the bot, getting that all set up. I've got to update the commands. We've got a YouTube video coming out later this week. My goal is Tuesday, but I'm telling you Wednesday because you know how I am. It'll be out before the next stream, though. Keep an eye on your sub feed if you are subscribed to the channel. We are going to test out the scheduled stream stuff, so let me know if that's working for you guys. Outside of that, just if you want to hang out, you want to play games, let me know. Reach out to me in the Discord. I've got a little bit of time each day for some games. Maybe work, school, recording. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, but we can figure something out. But thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It means a lot to me, especially when this was not planned at all. And a lot of you showed up and we hung out and we had a good time. So fortunately, no shiny tonight, but it was a good stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. Love I already read that. I love playing heavy bowgun in Monster Hunter. That does look badass, but it didn't click with me. I'm glad I caught it. Tons of fun combos. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad you showed up too. Blah, 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 blah. As you know, words are difficult and I only speak the one language. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be back next weekend. Keep an eye out in the Discord, Instagram, whatever socials you use, I'm probably on, and you can find out when I'll be live. So if you just use YouTube, make sure you sub, like the stream. When you get super fans or whatever it is here, 1,000 subs. We just transitioned over to YouTube from Twitch. So we lost a big chunk of our numbers, which is perfectly fine. I just wanted to consolidate everything in one spot. So we will hit that when we hit 1,000 subs. We get our custom URL at 100 subs, which I think we're like 1 or 2 away from now. I don't say blah, blah, blah. So it is a goal of my own by the end of 2022 to get monetized, which is 1,000 subs. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think I can do it. So that is, I'm putting it out there right now. That is something that I'm shooting to do this year. So our schedule will have to be a lot more serious than, oh, hey guys, we're streaming, but we'll get there. So thanks for hanging out tonight. I'll be back next weekend. Keep an eye out. Probably Tuesday morning. We'll know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday, and we'll go from there. So you guys have a good rest of your night. Enjoy your week. I'll see you next weekend. Until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. Boy.